Hey y'all, happy Thursday. It's me, Simply Tanya Renee, and I am here. Why? Because I'm about to cook something that I have not done before. Correction. The preparation and the cooking method I've not used before. So I love to cook stuffed bell peppers. We love those over here. We love that for us. The oven element is out, and I have not had it replaced yet. The broil works, but who wants to keep cooking on broil? Not me, because that means I got to keep watching it. So I'm going to do stuffed bell peppers in the crock pot. My very first time doing it, so let's see how they turn out. Okay, let me show y'all what I've done so far. Already cut up my red onions and my garlic. I'm using 93% lean, 7% fat ground turkey. And I'm also going to add some diced tomatoes and green chilies. I don't have any tomato paste, so I'm going to make some. I'm going to use this tomato sauce, some brown sugar, and I'll make a tomato paste. So y'all stay tuned to see how it turns out. All right. So this is one of my favorite pans. Y'all see all those scratches? This pan is tried and true, honey. The food never sticks, so I will not be getting rid of this pan. This is the one. This is the Megatron of pans that I have. Anyway, I have about 2 tablespoons of regular olive oil in, and now I'm going to add my onions and my garlic so that they can go ahead and cook. And I'm doing this with one hand, so I'm going to have to put y'all down so I can scrape the rest off. All right, cooking the onions and garlic. I'm not adding anything to it. Just going to let this cook and break down on its own and let all those flavors that the onion and garlic have, let them marinate together. This is the recipe that I am using. I just did crockpot bell peppers, and this is the one that came up. Well, one of the ones. This is the one that spoke to me the most. So I'm going to follow this recipe for this stuffed peppers. So next up, I'm going to measure out all of my additional ingredients, and I'll show you those. All right, so since we don't have tomato paste, we're going to make some. So I have this tomato sauce. I'm just going to pour it in a bowl. Now, the actual measurements are 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce and 1/4 teaspoon of brown sugar. Y'all know me. I'm going to add the sugar and taste it and see if it has the tomato paste texture as well as the taste of it. Did I say taste and texture? I think I did, but that's what I'm going to do. Sugar. So brown sugar, and let's see, I really should have a tripod doing this, but I don't, so we're gonna make it work. All right, let's get a little spoony spoon, and let's see if we can do this without making a mess. And y'all should know by now, I don't really measure, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna taste it, and then we're probably gonna end up adding some more sugar. Let me get a tasting spoon. This is probably about to be real nasty because I don't really like the plain taste of stuff like this. It has to be cooked in food, but we're gonna see. It's coming along. Oh, I think I need maybe one more of those little partial spoons of brown sugar, and I'm good. Hold on. All right, we're gonna add about this much more brown sugar, and we should be good. I know the recipe does not call for it. I'm not going to do it. I was going to add a little bit of pepper in it, but I'm going to add the pepper to the pan when I cook the meat, so we're going to leave that as is. So this is going to be our tomato paste. We have our 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of rice, a cup of chicken broth. This is actually water with the chicken bouillon. I always make my own broth, as y'all know. Some salt, pepper, and diced tomatoes with chilies. All right, next step is to add the ground meat and all of the ingredients. So we're going to go ahead and add in, y'all, this one hand ain't working, honey. All right, we're going to use 2 red peppers and 2 green peppers. I'm going to cut the tops off so that I can stuff them and put them in the crock pot. Okay, what have we done? We have cut the peppers. I did have an orange pepper left in there. It looks yellow on camera, but it's orange. And I cut the bottoms off of all 5 peppers, just so that they could sit flat in the crock pot. Pro tip, if you want your peppers to sit flat, gently cut off the bottom. Don't butcher it now, because I've done that before. So just cut the bottom off. Okay, now what am I going to do with the remainder of the tomato paste that I made? I'm going to put it in this little bowl and put it in the freezer and save it for the next time. All right, the meat mixture is cooking, and watch how it just brings it to life. Look at that. So glad I decided to get some parsley and green onion to add to it, because girl, she was looking bland, and I do not like bland looking food. Even though I did even though I did add seasoning, I just don't like my food to look like that. So we are adding something that was not a part of the recipe that I showed y'all, but I know that they're going to add some great flavor. Now I'm going to stuff the peppers. Y'all are not going to see this whole thing because there's no way I can stuff all of these peppers and hold this phone. So I will show you once I'm done. Okay, so the peppers are in the crock pot. They are stuffed to capacity. Now we're going to turn the crock pot on. We're going to set it to high, and we're going to cook it for 4 hours. And let's see how this turns out. Y'all keep y'all fingers crossed along with me. All right, so this is what the peppers look like in the crock pot. I'm going to take them out now, put them in this pan. Then I'm going to pop them in the oven on broil low for about 10 minutes or so, just to brown them more. Okay, y'all, this can't be life. How about these 3 fell apart when I took them out of the crock pot? But you can tell they are very tender and cooked. Only 2 survived. However, I did taste the meat, and it is so good. So I think I might try this recipe again. However, I'm going to look for some little silicone molds to sit the peppers in so that they can maintain a stuffed pepper. Because look, that's the bottom of the pepper right there. But I could probably sit this one up, but I'm not going to try it. But anyway, the stuffed bell peppers came out all right. We got some basmati rice and peas and carrots. And that is my experiment with making crock pot stuffed bell peppers. Y'all should try it. Just don't let yours fall apart like mine.